Hello! In this tutorial, we will show you how you can file your OSS return through the Loveit platform. First of all, you need to add your OSS registration number to the platform. You can do this by selecting Add VAT Registration and choosing the country. If you sell goods to customers, when the origin and the destination of the shipment is within the EU, select Union OSS Scheme. Non-Union OSS Scheme can be used only by non-EU companies who do B2C supplies of service within the EU. After this, click Add Registration Info and your OSS number will be added to the platform. In our case, the company is established in Latvia and we have already added our local VAT number as well as our OSS registration number. An important thing to mention here is that even in case your company is registered for OSS, you still need to submit your standard VAT returns in the countries where you are registered for VAT. Also, do not forget to check the box, Calculate Distance Sales Thresholds. If this is not ticked, if you are registered for OSS, this may already exceeded the common threshold of €10,000 for distance sales across the European Union. After you've added the OSS number to the platform, the next step will be to upload the transactions. We need to upload the transactions for the quarter which we need to report on. In our case, we have an integration with Amazon, so we select the third quarter, which will be our first OSS return, and upload transactions for this period. Please note that in case your transactions were uploaded before you have added OSS registration number to the platform, you need to delete and re-upload the transactions in order for the platform to determine them correctly for OSS return calculation and preparation. We can see that the Amazon transactions have been uploaded to the Loveit platform for the needed quarter. So now we can file the OSS return. To do this, we go to the VAT return section. Select Fill VAT Return, and then we choose the type of return and the needed period, which is the third quarter. Click Next, and on the next step, you can see the breakdown of our revenue and VAT divided across various countries of the European Union, where you had sales. The OSS return can only show sales of your goods and services, as any of your expenses can't be shown in this return. All sums are determined accordingly to VAT rates of various countries of the European Union. If you need to change the amounts, you may change the revenue manually and the VAT sum will also change. As we are filing the OSS return for Latvia, this chart won't show us Latvia in the list of countries because transactions for the sales which we had in Latvia should be reported in our standard Latvian return. OSS return will only show the data of sales which we had in other countries besides Latvia. The next step is sales of service by country. It's similar to the previous step of sales of goods by country, and if we had such sales, they would have also been shown here after the upload of transactions. However, you can also add the necessary amount of revenue to such sales manually. After you put in this information, it will also show in your OSS return. The next step is corrections, and it's filled only in case you have any corrections to your previously submitted OSS return and may show such corrections here. In our case, it's our first ever OSS return for submission, so we don't have any corrections at this moment in time. The final step is the summary, and once again, you can review your revenue and VAT sums here. We can also see that the chart shows our manually added sales of service, and it has been taken into account for this OSS return. The totals for revenue and VAT sum is also shown. We now have several options to proceed. The first one is to download the report. This report will show the same information as on the Loveit platform: the reporting period, your company name, your OSS number, and the information about your revenue and VAT amount. You can use this report and its data for transfer to your own tax account if you're submitting OSS returns by your own means through the tax authority portals. In case that you're submitting your VAT and OSS returns through the Loveit platform, you can either save the report for future submission or submit it immediately. After choosing the Submit option, you'll see a message that your OSS return was created, and in the VAT return section, you can see this return in a pending status. The status will change to submitted once the OSS return is preceded both by our team and tax authorities. You will get a confirmation of submission uploaded to your account and available for download. The filing frequency for OSS returns is a quarterly one, and the deadline for OSS returns is always the last day of the month following the reporting quarter.